We begin this week in retrospect in June 1997 at a ceremony where Lloydminster celebrated members of the community becoming official Canadian citizens.
It's a moment many have been waiting a long time for. Joseph Abajero's wife, Imelda, immigrated to Canada over 9 years ago. Joseph arrived 3 years later to Lloydminster and says it's the best move he's ever made.
It's proud to be a Canadian. And actually I have 3 kids, so for now we are all Canadians. And in Canada, the only thing I appreciate is the equality. Everything is equal. There's no gap among the human beings. There's no rich and poor in here. Not the same the place where I came from.
These new Canadians had to live in Canada for at least 3 years, write an English test, and know about the country they're calling home. They are now able to enjoy all the rights and freedoms that comes with being Canadian.
From today, they have the right to be a candidate. From today, they have a right to vote. From today, they have a right to go and apply for government jobs, which they will get preference, And from today, they have all the rights of any citizen of Canada.
For students at Bishop Lloyd, the ceremony was a very moving experience.
I think it meant a lot to all the students and the adults of the community so that they can see what it's like to become a new citizen and how they felt to actually become a citizen.
I think it meant a lot because I don't think any of them was really experienced something like this, so I think it was pretty good for the students.
They all may have different reasons for coming, but they share the same dreams of freedom, democracy, and peace in a place called Canada.
The only thing I can say is it's pretty nice if you have a maple leaf behind you all the time.
Now we move forward all the way to 2002, where a group getting together to clean the river led to an unlikely connection.
This was where the mystery unfolded almost 2 weeks ago. It was a long day for St. Walburg RCMP and Midwest Rescue officials as they searched from dawn till dusk at the banks of the North Saskatchewan River. They found all kinds of garbage and debris along the shoreline, including a weathered plastic 7-Up bottle with a very interesting story.
As we met up at the end of the search, everybody was showing each other what they found, and somebody happened to find the note in the bottle.
The note, still in good shape, was written by 11-year-old Suzanne Calder, who had thrown it in the river in Edmonton 8 years ago. 18-year-old Alfield was given the note because he's closest to the girl's age. He wrote back that very night.
It could be when some strange destiny thing. You never know. I really didn't know what to say because I only know what I know about her is from when she was in grade 6. So. She was 11 at the time, right? So she talked about her newts and her dog and her saxophone and, what school she went to and that.
Constable Greg Volick with the St. Walburg Detachment tracked down the girl through the address on the note. Luckily, her family still lives at the same location. Suzanne wasn't home at the time, but her mother was.
And we found the bottle. Yeah, so, it was September the 27th, 1989.
Today we were able to reach Suzanne herself. Apparently the bottled message was a class project. Each student participated. However, to date, only one other classmate's note has been found, and only 1 month after it was released.
It is pretty interesting to do. I didn't think it would ever be found. I kind of forgot about it until, my mom said that someone phoned about it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember. I've actually done that in grade 3, too. We did it with balloons, and the same thing happened. We filled up balloons and tied notes to them, and a farmer found it in his field, and so it's kind of weird that it happened twice. But
she says she's looking forward to receiving Cameron's letter and thanks search officials for rescuing her message. The mystery has been solved, the class project was successful, and possibly a new friendship was formed.
And that's all for us this week in Retrospect.
Retrospect is brought to you by Webb's Machinery. Find New Holland products at Webb's Machinery, your dealer in Vermilion, Vegreville, Lamont, Wainwright, St. Paul, and Consort.